Hi, kindergartners. This is Miss Hunt again, and we are going to review what we talked about yesterday with picture graphs. So remember we said that in order to make a graph, we want to collect data or collect information from people. So if I use this graph right here as an example, this is a picture graph. This is a picture graph of favorite subjects. So the ones we are talking about and the ones we collected information on are math, reading, science, and social studies. So someone asked their students whether or not they liked math, reading, science, and social studies the most. And when we look over here, we have pictures that stand for each student that was asked. Now in this graph, you'll notice that the pictures are different colors, but it still means that we have one picture that represents one student. So if we look here for math, we've got 1, 2, 3 students whose favorite subject is math. For reading, we have 1, 2, 3 students whose favorite subject is reading. For science, we have 1, 2 students who say their favorite subject is science. And our last subject is social studies, and we have one student who said their favorite is social studies. Now, one of the things we use picture graphs for is gathering information and analyzing it, or answering questions about it. So what I might ask you is, which of these subjects is liked the least? And because social studies only has one person down here represented by this picture, we would say social studies. Now let's take a look at this picture graph about favorite colors. We used a crayon as our picture, but we used the colors that match the color we were asking about. So just a reminder that we've got our title, and then we've got our labels, and sometimes we call them categories. The categories are the different colors, and we asked about purple, blue, and green. So if I asked you which color is liked the most, you would probably say purple, because I have the most crayons for purple. I have 1, 2, 3. If I said which color is liked the least, we know that it would be blue because that has the least number, or the fewest number of crayons. And then we have our green. If I said how many people like green, you would count the crayons beside green. 1, 2. I could also ask you how many people were asked about their favorite color. Now that might be a tricky question. Think about it for a moment. If I count all of the crayons, that will tell me how many people were asked to gather this data or this information. They asked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people what their favorite color was. So today you are going to work with your teachers when you meet with them on Zoom. They are going to ask about your favorite movie, and then they are going to ask about your favorite breakfast. Okay, now what they're going to do today is, that's a little bit different, is they're going to use the same picture for each category. Yesterday, remember some of those pictures that we used were the same? So when you're asked about the movies, you're going to use the popcorn picture, and that is going to represent every answer that you get. So today you are going to review picture graphs, and then tomorrow we're going to talk about a different type of graph. Have a great time meeting with your teachers and creating some new graphs today.